Every coding agent you have ever run shipped with the tools it shipped with. This is DSH, DeepSeek's own coding agent, 1 week old, running on my machine. Before you type, you pick a workspace, a mode, a permission level, and a model. And there is no terminal interface. There is web app you host yourself, your laptop, or a box you own, and a headless command for everything scripted: pipelines, containers, the cloud. Getting it is 3 lines, and you have typed all three before. One global npm install, one API key in your environment, and then you run it. Everything you just heard, I read off a phone. I was running Teleflow, the sponsor of this video, a teleprompter that films you while you read. Manual shutter speed and exposure, so the picture is yours. Scripts sync over iCloud, and any computer on your Wi-Fi drives it from a browser, so your agent can write the script and push it to the phone. And the watch on your wrist is the scroll wheel. Teleflow, the link is in the description and the comment. Here is a repo with one failing test. A retry helper that swallows the exception it was retrying on. The test wants the original failure attached to the error it throws. It is not there. I gave that repo to the web app first and asked why the test fails. Watch the stream. Think, bash, glob, read. If you run Claude Code, this is muscle memory. Theme toolkit 2, read, write, edit, bash, glob, skills, a to-do list. And here is a tab your agent does not have. The raw trajectory, every message, every tool call, every result, ending on the diagnosis, exception chaining missing. File this tab away. You will need it to believe the second half. For the fix, I did not even open a browser. 1 line, no configuration, no rules file. It read both files, ran the test, found the mismatch, and fixed the source. 11 seconds. And it tells you what was wrong in the same breath. It printed the answer and exited 0. That is a CI step or a cloud run, not a chat app. Open settings and it stops looking like a product. 159 plugins, each one with a switch. One of them is a hot module reload. Remember that switch. It is off for now. These are not features, they are packages in a stack. The model client, the session log, the loop that dispatches your tool calls. If taking an agent apart like this is your idea of good time, subscribe. A preset is just a composition of those plugins. Its tools, its prompt, its capabilities, 4 of them ship: standard, PTC, minimal, and creator. Creator mode is a 4th one. Its identifier is Codex. Everything standard mode does, plus runtime inspection and plugin experiments, and the file that defines it say what it is in for in 1 line. It exists so a person can ask an agent to author another agent. In the web app, that is a dropdown. In headless, it is a file. Neither shipped profile mounted, so you add it yourself. 6 lines under 1 insert key. The runner that owns the sandbox, then the verb that reached the runtime. What those 6 lines by is 3 verbs. Inspect, the agent reads its own live plugin tree. Define, it writes a package. Run, that package is hot reloaded into the process that is running right now. Not staged for a restart now. Time to give it a job that actually needs one. Here is a job I gave it. What can I safely strip out of my own agent? Every tool package it mounts, what each one registers, and what it drags in. Peer dependency counts are 1 JQ away, right there in package.json. The tool names are not. Those are compiled into the library file. Same lookup, package after package. That is when you want a tool. It wrote one. The harness threw it straight back. Its output had to declare a schema and a render function. The agent had never seen that contract. The skill that documents it was not in this session. This is the part the launch posts never show you. It went and read the harness, not the documentation, the source of the tools it already had. 9 calls from the type definition down into schema validator. It found how the shipped bash tool marks a required field and copied that. Nobody handed it the contract. It read it off the thing it was running on. Before it ran the package, it counted its own tool, 32. No audit tool packages. After 33, same process, no restart. And then it called the thing it had just built. 1 call, every tool package in the profile. What each one registers checked against the live registry and what each one drags is behind it. That is the answer I checked for, from a tool that did not exist when I asked for it. Here is that whole session pulled from the trajectory logs. Every tool call counted, bash 30 times, that is it, reading the harness, 2 defines, 2 enum, and 1 call to a tool that did not exist when the session started. Now the part you need to know before you go and do this. That package lives in process memory, nothing else. It writes no file, it installs nothing, it changes no config, restart, and it is gone. It can also reach other sessions in the same process. So this is not an agent that rewrites itself, it is an agent that extends itself for now. DeepSeek's own documentation puts it plainly: treat a session on this preset as shell access. One more row in that same preset, switched off. A sub-agent provider called Codex and one called Claude Code. DeepSeek shipped backends to run the other 2 agents as worker inside this one. Disabled, but written down. Their tool surface is fixed when the process starts. This one is not. That is the whole difference in one config row. So, can an agent rewrite itself while it is running? Not durably. It cannot write a file and it cannot survive a restart, but it can read its own runtime, find what it is missing, build it, break it, fix it, and call it. That is an agent that updates itself mid-run, 2 tries, and an answer it could not have given you an hour earlier.